Maybe a little one? Doom is in the air everywhere I look around. Doom is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish. I'm sure not being wise. But it's something that I must believe in, because it's there when I look in your eyes.
All right.
Cool, good intro.
Maniacal laughing. Trick or treat. Welcome to the Pot Topic Podcast. I am your host, Tom. Sorry, I am your host, Bonum. And with me, I have other hosts. I have Heather. Bloody Heather.
Witchy.
We have Dom.
Doom.
I hope you are all right. Dead. Dom. Yeah. And Taryn.
Tarantulorgon, the demon lord of milk. Shalom, motherfuckers.
On this host, we have two pots filled with hosts.
On this host,
we have lots of
two
pots.
pots full of podcasts. No, we have two podcasts full of pots. Shit.
I'm feeling really tired. Can you tell? We have two pots full of topics from hosts and community members. We pull them out at random and bullshit for about 2 hours whilst drinking.
Oh, yes.
We'll get to that.
Today, I bought us the Glenfiddich, our Solera 15-year-old. So it should be a bit of a ripe one.
Cool.
Also, just because it's, in case you hadn't guessed, like we're recording on Halloween. It's
Halloween today.
Very self, yes. Oh, God, that wasn't a pop. What the fuck was that? That's better. Thank you very much. It was, wasn't it? That was disgusting.
Carbonated whiskey.
But because it's Halloween, there is a lot like a 2.5 pot, although it's not in a pot, is actually in a coil of cables, which we're calling the mortal coil. So at least once per topic, will draw from the mortal coil, and they will answer a topic as whatever comes out of the coil. Also, if you don't have any ideas, just fucking draw something out the mortal coil and see what you get.
Yeah, perfect.
Anyway, should we talk about what we've been up to first?
Sure. Who wants to go?
I went to Greece.
You did?
Well, no, not mainland. I went to Kos, and yeah, that was pretty cool. I went to my first ever all-inclusive 5-star beach resorts.
Mm-hmm.
And within seconds, before I even stepped into the building, I learnt the meaning of the term class traitor. I was very uncomfortable for a lot of it, but it's like I managed to express this by managing to siphon away a fifth to a quarter of the cash Heather and I took along into tips.
Right. Yeah.
So that was kind of one way I had of dealing with it. But yeah, we were over there, as mentioned on like the last podcast, going over there because it was my oldest friend, Björn. It was his wedding. He was doing a marriage over there.
He was doing a marriage.
Getting hitched, get a big hitch. He's got rocking that big hitch energy. And it was cool. I learnt, fortunately, I learnt after the first night that all inclusive does not mean all ingested.
Okay.
Because that's like when you can have
Unlimited.
that, however much you want of it, pretty much whenever, you need to start like paying attention to what you're up to because it's a fucking dangerous game to play. Just fucking lots of pools. There's a beach. Went on a fucking jet ski.
You went on a jet ski?
Yeah, I fucking rode. I drove it. It was so much fun.
Terrifying.
Well,
were you on the back?
Yeah.
she was. So, like, we went through this whole rigmarole. To begin with, like, anytime I started picking up speeds, it's like, while I was getting used to the throttle, I learned that too much acceleration too quickly, Heather would scream. It's like, okay, that's fine. So instead, what I started doing was, once I kind of got my bearings a little bit, I would accelerate slowly. But unfortunately kept hitting this wall where Heather would scream without fail every time I hit 68 miles an hour.
I had no idea what speed we were going at.
No, apparently that was just, that was just your point. That was the point that Heather says, ah!
Inbuilt accelerometer.
But I didn't have it pressed down all the way, so I reckon I probably could have squeezed that more and it would have been great fun. But it was, I had fun doing it nonetheless.
I wished I wasn't there.
Gave a best. I did some big man, some best man bullshit.
No, I think go with the big man.
Big man bullshit.
I was the big man at the wedding.
I was the big man on campus right there. But no, it actually started the night before. The thing, because the night before on the Sunday, a bunch of us went out into Carnamera, the nearby town, and we went and had a meal in town, and just kind of general hello and celebration. And our mate Seamus was there, and he's kind of been on a bit of a no-no of recently because he's just been like smashing it proper hard. But it's like, nah, it's fucking wedding time, innit? So like there was this moment, like he was kind of sipping and supping, and it was all fine.
He had a bottle of wine to himself. He ordered a bottle of wine to himself while the rest of us were sharing sangria.
Well, I mean, there was one point where me and him were having this conversation about interesting YouTube videos and kind of politics in general, and then somehow 5 minutes later he just clicks over to Seamus. Yeah. Anyway, this fucking progresses. Like, a bunch of us go home. Those who aren't staying at the hotel go out on the town for the night. We get videos of Seamus getting up in a bar and dancing and gyrating and just generally being a nuisance. And then we get back to the hotel for a bit and sit up at the bar until, well, we don't even stay till closing. But so Heather and I got back to our room.
No, we stayed
about
till closing.
12:30. No, because the reason I know, because that bar closed at 1, and we were just getting to bed at 1, and that's when I got a call from Diola, and Diola was saying, yeah, Daz, I've just had a call from Seamus. Apparently he is driven here, and he's looking to like keep things going. So I just want to let you know, so you don't go to sleep, in case I need backup to sort out the situation. It's
when
like,
D calls you for backup, you know you're in trouble.
yeah. I mean, it turns out he hadn't managed to get to our place. If he'd driven at all, he might have just, because there was another Portobello Royale just down the road. He might have gotten there instead, or I don't know. D ended up calling him and saying, "Where are you?" And then I saw him kind of getting drawn into the, how to find it. It's like, no, so passed it over, and I had to fucking go full daddy voice on him. It's like, look, Seamus, everyone's gone to bed. Nothing's open. There's no more drink to be had. I was in bed. We're going to bed. Is that you, Björn? No! Björn's in bed! Everyone's in bed, Seamus. Go home. Get to bed. Björn just wants you there tomorrow. And so speaking to him the next day, I sent him a message over breakfast. Say, are you alive, mate? It was like, yeah, I don't know. I think I got fucking mugged or some shit.
Oh, fuck.
He sent me a picture, and his face was, his nose was broken, but not out of line. So that was something. And then, yeah, it's kind of bruised and grazed and sort of generally sort of sorry for himself. And there was a sort of moment of, I kind of did the back and forth and just making sure everything's okay. And he goes, look, can you just do me a favor? Can you just tell Björn for me? And it's like, okay, fine. So after breakfast, we're at the bar and we're playing Farkle, which is just a dice game. And, there's a few of us gathered around, and like the coffee's turned to beers, and then eventually like Shani gets up.
That's a neat trick.
To go, yeah. Jesus,
Jesus.
yeah, Shani gets up and makes motions as though she's going to go away to the room and start getting ready. It's like, oh, no, before you go, just need to tell you, for all the people it's relevant for, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. And like, they sort of look, both Björn and Charlie look at me and it's like, what? It's like, okay. The good news is, like, Seamus is alive and he's going to be here today. It's like, right. Bad news is, they probably won't be the best pictures he's ever taken. What? Yeah, his face is busted up. What do you mean his face is, what? As in, he got smashed up last night and then his face is now smashed. And there's just this real tense moment as Björn just falls silent, completely blank faced, and then just goes, I fucking knew it! I knew it! But no, that was all fine. Like, I can't remember, it was like, what, some of our mates, did a fantastic makeup job on him.
Kayla.
Yeah, sure. And, Kayla did a fantastic makeup job on him, and he looks alright. He was there, he was sort of on water. He kind of obviously got all the carnage out of his system for the big day. And the day went nice. It was cool. Like, we weren't in the direct sun, so that was pretty cool. And then I went and gave my best man speech. And that, you know, it's been a long time since I've done any public speaking. And I had a blast. In the end, the speech was about 8.5 minutes long. And for Björn, like, there's only one way of talking about Björn, and that's just, you've got to be weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I told stories of how we met, like, sort of bonding over Eric Cartman impressions and, lying about how good we were at maths. For the record, I claim to have, discovered and formulated and, calculated pi. By the time I was 9 years old. Björn typically went up to me by saying, well, I calculated the density of the Earth. It was compressed into a shoebox. And, kind of go on from there, sort of explain, yeah, you can't really tell stories about this dude. He's just he's a lunatic, and gave examples and whatnot. And so I kind of sort of took a switch. So if I can't tell stories, I had to do research, and then I kind of landed on this idea that in pop culture, best man speeches all start with one thing. They start with a definition. And so I started reading off a definition, which I got as far as, love is a moderate quantity of bread formed into one piece and baked in an oven that's, and you may have noticed that that's not the definition of love.
No.
That's the definition of loaf.
That is.
So I then went on to use all three definitions of loaf, i.e. bread, to relax and using your head. And so we'll wrap that all into the speech, in various degrees of comedy and like heartfelt, like earnestness. And, and then kind of sort of keyed in. So after that, like, if this has been odd, rambling, bordering on incoherence, but undertaken with a certain disarming earnestness, then, I've perhaps captured some element of what's made my time for this dude so fantastic. And the entire time I kind of dropped in little things like I was going to tell the Amsterdam story. For anyone listening who's not heard this story, I think we told it 2 times now. It was a story where Björn and I went to Amsterdam and he got involved in a sex show and ended up having a dildo strapped to his head. It was very funny because I had to take his glasses off to do it, and he couldn't see a pussy in order to put it in. It was funny. He was used like a sex toy.
Had to grab him by the scalp and put him in. Yes.
So like after this is my favourite bit was like just turn around and say, ladies and gentlemen, if I may, raise a toast to loaf. And it wasn't just, people weren't just excited to toast loaf. Someone even fucking preempted me. I just said, so raise your glasses, and someone already shouted, to loaf! It's like, fuck yeah! I did it! And then, like, the pièce de la résistance was going, okay, before I go, there's one more thing. At this point, I've got my hand on Björn's shoulder. I just feel him tense up. So, yeah. It's like, I have been waiting for this for a long time. Like, Björn's looking up at me going, no. Shani's looking at me going, yeah!
Shani screams, the Amsterdam story! Like, everything.
And I go, are you ready? And Björn's going, no. And then I just pull out this index card and I give it to him. And I sort of explain, on this card, ladies and gentlemen, is written 3.318 times 10 to the 23rd power grams per centimetre cubed. Turn it over, Björn. To explain, for you, my oldest friend, on this, the most important day of your life, I finally calculated the density of the Earth were compressed into a shoebox. Big finish. It was very good. Of course, it actually turns out that before you got to that point, I didn't explain this in the speech, but I think this is a nice, interesting aside. Before you get to that point, about the time the Earth is compressed into the size of about an oil tanker, it would collapse into a singularity and start dragging the rest of the solar system into its mass and density, which, let me tell you, will throw your fucking maths right off.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. That. Bit of a bummer.
So that was cool. And then like it was knackering, but it was wonderful. Saw some of Cos, saw some of the ruins, did some swimming, did just some relaxing, plenty drinky, plenty fun, good times, bit of skinny dipping, whoop whoop. And I suppose there are bits to talk about after we got back, but I'll let Heather talk about those. And someone else can fucking go.
Taz out. Cool. Dom, do you want to go next?
Yeah, let's go. So my car got keyed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was really sad news when I heard the car got keyed.
Car got keyed.
That's such a crying shame, man.
So
I mean, this is an easy fix, right? Like,
it's an easy fix. All you have to do is get rammed by a van at 70 miles an hour on the M25.
That's one way to get it knocked out. Yeah.
At that point,
you don't worry.
Car.
You don't worry about a keyed car anymore. You don't worry about not owning a car.
So
Yeah.
So I've got the joys of physio and all that because
just
quite a nasty crash.
Just for absolute clarification, you got in a crash.
yeah.
Car totaled, your back hurty.
Yeah, back
Sad
hurty,
times.
bruised elbows,
Yeah.
no car.
A shitter.
Yeah,
What about his shitter?
It's a shitter.
Oh, okay. Right.
yeah. Just seeing my
There's
car.
definitely a claim there.
I've still got the spare car key, so I've still got something of my car. As a constant reminder of a memento of my car.
Oh, see, when I got into a crash, I accidentally left my entire CD collection in the back of it, and it got scrapped. I lost memories.
No, luckily my brother-in-law drove me to the repair shop where they were doing the assessment. I just sort of went with 2 IKEA bags and just loaded all the stuff I could and got to a point and just going, well, I don't actually need the old cricket bat. For some reason, I've been keeping in the back to laser engrave on. Which is, like I'd found it.
Just take the opportunity to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's just I'll just leave it. Someone will find it and go.
And you had the ultimate opportunity when you just got rear-ended. Talking about shitter.
But yeah, so that was fun. So,
Other than the crash, how have you been, chap?
I've been okay. Did I say that before? I don't know. If I didn't, I graduated blacksmithing college.
Oh yes,
Yes,
you
I
have
had.
mentioned that. Yeah, well done.
But yeah, apart from that, I've just been working at the Old Vic and the Young Vic and Stratford and.
I saw a bit of your live stream the other day of you building.
What was I building? Oh
magic
yeah, the prison
contraption thing. Yeah.
The prison with the working magical dropping gate.
Wow, cool.
Oh, as in what, like a portcullis sort of thing, or?
Yeah, there's a big lever on the
Opposite
front.
way, but yeah.
And
Okay.
but yeah, if you're inside it, you can't actually reach the lever, so it does actually function as a jail as well.
Oh, nice.
Just an added feature.
Just an added feature. Just lock someone in and keep trying to persuade like the new deputy is just get in. We're just going to test it, and then everyone goes on tea.
Yeah.
Hasn't fallen through yet. It's just get in. It'll be fine.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So check out Sneak Dante on Instagram to see the live
Yeah.
videos. Done. Fudin, do you want to go next?
I'd like to add to Taz's story about Seamus that the day before, Bjorn had preempted that Seamus might do something and had actually got 3 of the lads to be security guards for Seamus in case Seamus got too drunk and caused havoc on the wedding day. But instead he just did it all the night before.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually had I know I've seen him get fucked up, but never that much trouble.
Oh, we heard all of the stories from Paz and Bjorn about the trouble that Seamus has got up to over the years.
He's certainly a chap.
He's a goer.
But yeah, I mean, Taz mentioned that we saw Cos, but didn't mention that I drove a beach buggy around the island, which was scary, trying to go up a mountain in a car that didn't like going up a mountain and was a teeny tiny little like motorbike, moped engine, it felt like, in the back of it. Felt like I was driving a classic
pretty beastie.
car. Yeah. Didn't want to go up the hills very much.
She's used to driving a Corsa. Come on.
This is true. Fiesta now, actually, get it right.
Was a Corsa.
But yeah, so that was beautiful. Got a tan, very lovely holiday. Ate way too much. Definitely don't fit into as many clothes as I did before we went on holiday, but that's fine. And then when we came back, Taz and I had 4 days, just the two of us in our house, which is the longest time I think the two of us have spent in the house together while not working. So that was nice to enjoy the house that we bought and that we never really enjoy very much. And we did acrylic pouring on one day, and now our whole house is full of beautiful acrylic pour paintings, which are very lovely.
You have a very slidey floor,
and we do a very slidey floor,
yeah.
because you can spray silicone into the acrylic and pouring medium, and it's meant to make cells, which makes it make bubbles basically. But Taz got hold of a sprayer silicone, so we were spraying the silicone, but then obviously all of the dust particles going everywhere, made our entire downstairs really slippery. And for the whole of that day, I was just sliding and then nearly jarring my back, and every time I nearly fell over there. That really hurt.
Just gonna put it out there, guys. You have milk delivered, right? They're perfect Skittles for 10-pin bowling. Just putting it out there.
So, I mean, I will say this, for an arts and crafts thing to do, acrylic pouring is a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun.
Essentially, what it is you just get a bunch of acrylic paints, you thin them out with a medium, and then you will just kind of...
Spooky medium. Spirits.
You thin them out with
medium.
Some clairvoyance. Thin them out, and then you pour a bunch of colour on one, and then you pour another bunch of colour on top of that, and then do what you want. You could put it all in one blob, or kind of move it around, or splash it around, and then once you got paint on the thing, you just move it around until the whole thing is covered, and then move it around until you kind of go, I like that. And then it's done. And it's wicked.
You can also with a straw blow into the straw, and then make extra bubbly bits and stuff, which was quite fun. I enjoyed doing that bit.
Cool little craft project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we watched the Dark Crystal, and then most of Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance.
That's the TV show that I'm
on Netflix. It's cool. I mean, I will say, from a writer's perspective, if it wasn't for it being puppets, it wouldn't be very good.
Okay, right. It relies heavily on that.
But this is the same with the Dark Crystal, right? The actual story of the Dark Crystal is kind of a nothing. It's just kind of going, we got some puppets, we got some cool puppets, and adventure.
Yes, fair.
Yeah. But it's still quite enjoyable. And I will say, so the what's his name? The Chancellor, the Skeksis, who's the one who always goes, He in the TV series, he is delicious as a character. He's the one thing that keeps you coming back, going, "Oh, you horrible slimy bastard!" I like it. It's very good. Enjoyable, at least, if not good.
No, cool. Might do that one.
We did some. I did some life drawing with charcoals, which was hilariously awful.
I need to see these.
I'll get them out.
We were pretty messy by this point.
Yeah.
Did you get them out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bearing in mind, I used to do, my parents paid a lot of money for me doing life drawing classes when I was when I was doing my A-levels to get me into university. I've done quite a bit of life drawing over the time. My picture of Taryn is fucking horrendous.
Mark?
Africa's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I can't wait to see these.
Show my awful artwork and not the lovely, beautiful acrylic pouring that we did. I mean, it's so good because acrylic pouring, you don't really need any art skill. You can either go all colour, or you can be really creative and get contrasting colours or complementing colours, or do 2 colours or 3 colours.
Or just go full chaos.
Yeah, I went full chaos at every moment. Taz did very good job of 2 or 3 colours he used in each of his.
Boring.
I mean, you already pointed at the one I did and said that's your favourite, so go fuck
Which
yourself.
was your first one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. How you been, Tom?
Well, I've divided everything I've done in the last 2 weeks into bad luck and good luck.
So, good.
Shall we go for what would everyone like first? Bad luck or good luck?
Let's have the good luck.
Okay, let's start with a positive note. So, my girlfriend Seal really got into some board games with me. So Flick 'em Up, which is a dexterity-based cowboy shooting game, which is flicking tiles and shit at each other. Fucking fun.
This is a good thing.
Especially in my pub where I have a table that is, well, for the listeners at home, twice the size of the table we're sat at right now.
Nice.
Then we also played a lot of Dominion. She got really into Dominion, especially the Seaside one that has all the difficult rules of keeping cards for the next round and effects like that. Codenames Duet she got really into despite not knowing half the words.
We does play that one.
It's a cool game.
It's a really fun game.
It's
We
a cool
are
game.
fucking atrocious at it. We are so bad at
Wicked,
it.
let's do it in teams one time.
Absolutely.
Yeah!
Obviously played a lot of MTG Arena as I always do, but me, Rikard, host Luke, and Luke's mate Jason, I think his name was, played Dead by Daylight, which is like an asymmetrical multiplayer game where one person plays a murderer, usually like Jason or Headless Horseman.
B-movie slasher.
Yeah, B-movie slasher villain, hunting down a load of teens who are trying to like start generators and escape and all that kind of stuff, which is fucking fun.
And they get sacrificed to the hook god.
Yes, there's a lot of hook gods. And I started brewing something you guys are going to try.
Whiskey.
Ooh.
It might be slightly alcoholic.
Is it mead?
No.
Ooh.
It's the most hipster thing ever. It's the booch kombucha.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Ooh. All right. Okay. Is it flavored or just straight booch?
Straight up booch.
How long did it take to make that?
It takes 18 days, but it's like one of those bread, like sourdough things.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So basically, it's like you continuously take out every couple of days, take a litre out, and then put another litre of sweet tea in it. So it's basically just fermented sweet tea.
Right.
But it's like a sour, sweet. It's a bit of a weird flavour to get used to, but
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's what drunk me really needs when I know full well that I'm done drinking.
yep.
But I don't want to stop drinking yet.
Not sold, Heather.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, the booch. I like the booch.
Yeah. Slightly sour, slightly sweet. Very nice. Help yourself, anyone who wants some. But, so made a load
I
of
can
that.
already feel my gut bacteria being thoroughly replenished.
Exactly. Yeah, apparently you're not supposed to drink too much of it, but I've been drinking like a litre every 2 days. I've not shit the bed yet, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, sorry. I'll probably just give you autism or something.
So yeah, I'm calling the batch Scooby-Doo because you put a SCOBY in it.
A SCOBY?
Symbiotic bacteria. I can't remember. Yeast and bacteria.
Okay, cool.
Sounds or something.
Gotcha. Scooby-Doo.
So that was everything good that happened to me.
All right, yes. Okay, before we get into the show, let's kick things off on a terrible note. What's been going on, dude?
So I started emitting an EM field that destroys all electronics. My phone broke, which I, to be fair, was a bit assisted suicide because I did bash it on the table twice in anger at the point where I realised I couldn't fix it anymore. And it turned into a boomerang. My laptop, the charge port completely fell through, needs resoldering. Looked up a video of how to resolder it and went, I can't resolder that. That is way beyond my abilities. My glasses, let's just say me and my girlfriend were wrestling in bed and she landed on top of them.
Your glasses are electronic?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. You are high-tech.
My switch broke. My Wi-Fi broke. And so I was left with absolutely nothing to do apart from read comics for like 3 days.
You've got a PC, haven't you?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi card exploded inside it.
Oh, no.
So that was good fun. Absolutely nothing to do for like 3 days.
Could you not have gone Cat
Could
5?
have played The
and just-
Sims.
The router is the other side of the pub. Like, it's not my router. So it's just like,
Damn.
Just run a cable just through the pub.
I was very tempted.
Yeah, unfortunately, baby, you can't just play Sims. Like, everything is attached to...
I mean, every time I try and play The Sims, it makes me download an update every time I try and play it, which is
See,
really
this
annoying.
is why I'm going to try my hardest to, if when I buy games, for instance, like Cyberpunk 2077, I'm going to buy through Good Old Games. Because you could just fucking
DRM
download
free.
it, and you don't need to be online. That's the way it should be.
But so I had absolutely no entertainment, but it was lucky because I woke up and there was a giant golf ball sized swelling on the bottom of my foot. So
That is lucky.
Is
I would
that
hate to be.
extended from your other?
I would hate to be
swollen foot?
entertained.
it was the same foot, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Are you
so
sure
basically,
it's not reinfected again?
no, something like that. So basically, I've irritated one of the tendons or one of the bones or something in the middle of my foot, which made this huge swelling
Oh,
right
dear.
in the middle of my foot. So not only could I not do anything, I couldn't go anywhere.
Oh no.
So that was good fun. That was like a week of hobbling around.
Reading comics.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was good
Was it
fun.
sort of like I've got a whole week? I can really happily play that game. I've been. Oh, the internet's broken.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll just play the. Oh, the Switch is broke. Oh no.
Yeah.
At least I've got my comics.
And I was,
You know,
like, I, was like,
DS.
I was like, oh, my
Kel's
Switch.
got
No,
that.
Kel's got that. Got my Switch, and I was like, well, all the backup saves are on the cloud, so theoretically, I just need to download a game that onto the actual Switch itself, not onto the SD card like I usually do, and play that. Well, I nearly finished Untitled Goose Game. Download it, turn it on. It wipes the save data on the cloud and uploads a brand new save file over the top of it. So I lose all my progress in it. So, right, well, this is going away.
Essentially, you've just been living in a Twilight Light Zone episode.
I've just been decided. Yeah, it's the one where finally everyone's left me alone. I've got all these books to read,
And then your glasses fall off. Yeah.
no, it felt more like my head fell off because there was literally
No. There was time now. There was time now.
But yeah, that's it.
Can you not just get like an Ethernet or a Cat5 thing, and then have something like a radio thing to plug into that would attach to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, so I did try and do that, and then by that point, the backup card that I bought had turned up. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, so you
so I
at
did
least
have
got
a
that
spare
back
router
now.
to do a repeater thing, but I couldn't be bothered.
Right. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Well,
I wanted to. Oh, God.
Hang
No,
on.
you go on. You go
I
on.
was just going to say the last thing I wanted to do was touch another piece of expensive electronics and it explodes. So I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Maybe wait till November to touch any
Yeah,
electronics.
exactly. I'm cursed in October.
You just need to like earth yourself. You're just too staticky.
That sounds way too hippie for me.
earth yourself. Ba-bab, ba-da-ba-ba-da-bab, ba-da-da-bab. Earth yourself. Ba-bab, ba-da-da-da, Scooby-Doo. What did you want to say, baby?
That I'm wearing a Halloween costume right now. That the
Yes.
listeners at home can know that I'm wearing a Halloween costume. And I wore a costume to work today. And only the alternative kids dressed up for Halloween today at work. And all of the older people and non-gothic people all looked very disappointed at us.
Just want to say, like, the politically correct term is not alternative kids, it's spooky girls.
Okay. Because that is mighty spooky.
All right, sweet. Should we do a fucking show?
Probably
We're
should.
half hour in already.
Easily.
I'm sorry, I ate up so much time, almost as much time as it took to do my speech, talking about my speech. Because, let's face it, I'm very good.
And for the outro, we'll do your speech.
Oh. No.
All right, so Heather, one from the host, one from the hot pot, one from us lot.
Does someone want to pull one out of the...
The theme.
Mortal Coil.
Mortal Coil.
I will draw one from the mortar coil. And I will become it.
There's the problem with wearing a witch's hat. It's the microphone.
This is from Tom.
Yep.
What do you think?
Stop.
Okay,
Hat's getting off.
What do you... what do you think Hugh Jackman smells like?
What do you think?
remember that one.
What do you think Hugh Jackman smells like?
Correct.
I mean, sandalwood's an easy answer, isn't it? I bet he smells great.
It says bracket stolen from my first E33 bracket. What's an E33?
Oh, it's probably just like
E3, and you just wrote it twice.
someone from my first E33. No, that's
Oh, right, yeah.
Abby Russell and Ben
and
Pack.
Ben Pack, yeah,
doing
sure.
it was the third time they went to E3, so they couldn't call it my first E3 one.
What's E3?
Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'll say this. Speaking as dads, you can look at him and almost taste like the vanilla tobacco on him.
Well, that's a good shout.
Like I don't know if you ever smelt like the vanilla tobacco colognes, but that's him all over, man. That's him. I'm telling you.
Vegemite and damper.
What the fuck is damper?
It's a type of bread.
Is it?
Yeah. It's an Australian bread. Made in a billabong.
Made it.
Is it?
Hang on, isn't that's a body of water, isn't it? A billabong.
It's very marshy tasting.
So you get your wheat and you get your yeast and you throw it at the pond. Damper. Oh,
I hardly.
but she obviously knows you.
Well, she knows Hugh Jackman. I'd be damper too. He's got to smell good.
Oh, you just know it, man. You just know it.
Smells sexy. No, I mean, I don't think he's that sexy, to be honest.
No, see, I don't think he would smell like. I don't think he instantly smells sexy, but I reckon he definitely smells like appealing.
Which version of Hugh Jackman? Is this just like General Hugh Jackman?
General Hugh Jackman.
Or Wolverine Hugh Jackman?
Like, what Hugh Jackman do you fantasize about the most?
Well.
I mean, Wolverine Hugh Jackman just smells like Wolverine, which is going to be cigars, bourbon,
Stale sweat.
petrol, stale sweat,
Bit tinny, bit metallic.
and just like
Wolverine ain't gonna smell
just
good.
just a hint of blood.
Hint of tinfoil.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, I'm going like I'm thinking like £500 bottle of fucking I don't know, like vanilla tobacco and lang lang. Or some shit. I reckon there's definitely like an undernote of something vaguely hippie-ish in there somewhere, or maybe something hippie adjacent like clove or cinnamon. Yeah, something like that.
Sage, just
right there at the back.
Pumpkin spice latte.
God.
No, that's what Paris Hilton smells like.
No, that's pumpkin spice lube. What if he just smells like baked beans? Wouldn't that be a disappointment? If he, like, come out, even with a bit of Worcestershire on it, still disappointing.
I love baked beans.
Yeah, I know, but not on a man.
Hugh
Jackman coming baked beans. I'm getting.
I mean, do you know what?
You come home,
Butter me up.
you open the bathroom, there is Hugh Jackman in the bath, covered in baked beans, reading the newspaper.
I throw away the spoon I'm carrying.
very, very important, Dom. Very important. What newspaper?
Oh, Metro. No.
The spookiest of all newspapers.
Is there any other newspaper now? Has Metro and the Evening Standard just murdered all the newspapers?
No, people read all the other trash.
If he was like holding a copy of like Freedom News, I would probably drown in the beans.
You drown in the beans, or you drown him in the beans?
I'd drown me in the beans if it was Freedom News. Oh man, up in that.
Can it be like, what are they called? The thingy hoops, not
Spaghetti hoops.
Spaghetti hoops.
Yeah, I don't like baked beans. I'd rather spaghetti hoops. I mean, I don't really want to eat spaghetti hoops either, really, though.
Not a bathtub.
Can it be a bathtub of chocolate? So
now-
then I'm interested.
Now I'm
Hugh
just thinking
Jackman
about.
in a fondue fountain.
Yep.
Now I'm just thinking about drowning in baked beans.
God.
So you know, like
My jeans are starting to chafe, everyone.
oh, hang on, I've got the thing. Okay, so who's this? He would smell like competition. But that's
the scary thing.
That's all right. I mean, so long as I would just ahead of time before he gets home, I would make absolute sure that there's just like no flour in the house or anything like that. No paint, nothing can just be kind of scattered liberally. And then he never, because I mean, I'll go in absolutely scentless. I will shower before I get in there. I'll probably shower on in there as well. Kind of bring in the huff of the house into my being. And then just, as long as he never looks down. I mean, well, if he's got wooden floors, not a problem. But if he's got carpet, as long as he looks down, he'll never know that I'm there.
Invisible man.
And then I'm gonna, once he gets into his bathtub full of beans, he won't know what the fuck's drowning in there with him, because I'm going in gobble first, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the invisible man. There we go.
There we go.
Yay, we got it.
Yeah, because it's got to be said. Like, if he
Is that what the purpose of this mortal coil is? We've got to guess what the other person's
And also it's a nice opportunity to like give another answer
Okay.
and like use some imagination.
Got you.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he just smells of baked beans, like, I mean, when I smell baked beans, I'm just like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to eat that.
I'm going to put some cheese on it.
I'm going to get as much of that in my face as I can. So if that's what Hugh Jackman smells like, fine.
You'd gobble his beans.
Alternatively, also perhaps maybe kangaroo jerky. All right, cool. Next topic.
Yeah. I think there's only so far you can go with that one. Okay. Dom, do you want to go? One from the community, one from Community Chairs, one from Sophie Chairs. You can go to pottopicpodcast.com, click on submitatopic.com, and submit a topic by clicking on the submit a button.
Topic Tom, you can grab one from the Mortal Coil.
Submit.
How much enduring can an endurer endure before they're endured enough enduring?
Thanks, Richard.
Never!
I wrote that one today.
Now sing it.
I tell you what, they can't endure that much because they've stolen our future from us. They've lied to us non-stop.
Trump.
They will never. They need to address the fact that they have ruined the world for us.
Greta Thunberg.
I mean, Taz knows every name that's been put in there. So
it's got to be
able to get them a bit better.
To be fair, I've read them all too.
Me and Dom are going to be shit at guessing.
I'm sorry, like a couple of these I've put in here, they're not generally scary, but some people obviously find them utterly terrifying. So I figured, let's just pop them in there.
Oh, there's a prepper group I follow online.
Of course you follow up.
Well, no.
Actually, to be fair, I want to do it.
I started following it for the information, and then I realised that the people who are on this particular group
Are fucking insane.
they're very
Is this an English prepper group?
yes, they're very pro Brexit, pro Tory, and it's just funny because I've just started posting anything I can find, like Greta. Like her speeches,
Fantastic.
and just seeing like I got called a communist the other day.
Yay!
By someone.
Right wing bingo. Yeah. You win.
It's like, it's the other half of Godwin's Law, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I do really love your necklace, by the way, Heather.
Yeah, but what's it got on it? And there's all stained. How long have I had stained?
I had nothing to do with it.
top?
I had nothing to do with it.
I didn't notice. I mean, it's not.
Listeners, can you-
okay.
Endurers.
But, yeah, endurers.
Mine
Sorry, one second, Heather. Endurers, can you just have a quick look? Can you see? Did you notice the stains on Heather's dress earlier?
Just
I think
underneath
it
a
might
lovely
be.
dinosaur
I think it
bone
might be a
necklace.
yogurt.
You can send your
I just
answer.
ate, so that's okay. but yes, I have a necklace that is
do
a
have-
skeleton of a dinosaur.
If you did happen to notice the stains
I think
on her
it's a
dress
T-Rex.
earlier on. If you did happen to notice the stains on her dress earlier on, you can just tell us all about it by sending a quick email off to emails@pottopicpodcast.com.
Yay, you got it.
Yeah, baby!
It doesn't have any arms though.
We are
It's a
done.
T-Rex with no arms, skeleton necklace.
So, more about the preppers.
More about the preppers. What this
Like how do English people prep? Because I've seen the American
Lots of biscuits.
lots of tins of baked beans.
Loads of jammy dodgers everywhere.
Are we talking like backpack steaks and all that sort of shit?
No,
or?
there's a ranging people. There's the like knife bros who sit there and go like,
Favorite YouTube channel.
but yeah, the guys who sit there and he's like, I've got all this stuff. I'm ready for like. There's 4 like machetes in the back of my car, and then 2 weeks later, someone posts a news article of them being arrested.
Yeah.
Because
These guys sound like they're ready for Machetism.
Oh God. Bit of Robert Evans here.
So there are knife bros. Who else is there?
there's a sort of first-time prepper who sort of sits there and goes, "Hi, I'm prepping, and I was wondering who lives in my area." Just like other preppers, it's just like, and then very quickly their comment list sort of fills up with the sort of thing like never give your location away, because that just beacon of just like if
There's
anything
that bloke
does
who's got
happen,
his shit sorted. I'm gonna go jump him. Yeah.
And then there's the guys who have been posting like that I'm ready when the 31st happens and we're out. And everything's ready, and I'll be ready. I'll be up in my attic with like my beans, and my beans and my hurricane lamp and my little wind-up radio, and I'm ready.
Wait a minute. I've been up in a loft with a load of beans and a radio. I had a great time.
This is your methane-powered radio. Oh.
Yeah, there's those guys, and then they get really angry when, like, it got postponed a bit further, and they're just like, how can they? They're all traitors. Like,
they're all traitors. All this bottled water's going to go out of date soon.
Hang on. So the person who has been hoarding and stockpiling for themselves, fully expecting everything going to shit, and in fact voting in such a way that's going to fuck everyone over, is calling the people trying to stop that from happening the traitors.
yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Someone who posted about
so good. Oh,
there was someone
so chocksome.
There was a post where someone had stuck on this whole thing about, like, you have to vote Tory, any other vote is a traitor vote. And basically the whole list started devolving into essentially schoolyard name calling. It's just like, well, you're a dick. And I just sat there and went, what?
Your mum's a Tory.
I just decided to play devil's advocate and just went, do you know what? If you think you can do a better job, why don't you become an MP? And the guy was just like, and then the whole thread got deleted because the moderators came in and went,
This is
oh man,
preposterous,
yeah, don't do that shit when the mods are awake.
Yeah. 4chan's taught me anything. So how much enduring can an endurer endure if an endurer could endure?
Well, this is the thing.
it.
If they stop enduring, they stop becoming, they're no longer endurers. So the endurers endure, for as long as they're endurers. Yeah, okay, so this is, okay.
What's the half-life of an endurer?
Okay, so in order to know that, you need to collapse the waveform. So we've hit like a Schrodinger's cat sort of scenario here.
well, an endurer endures until observed.
Well, no, an endurer endures until, an endurer will be an endurer until they stop enduring, but you will never know how long they'll endure until you open the box and find out the point at which they'll stop enduring.
Is this like you can't pinpoint something in motion? So you can't say an endurer isn't enduring while they're enduring, because if you observe them enduring, they're no longer in the same place enduring.
Well, no, because
Quantum endurance.
Yeah, no, because if you look at them, they're like that. The thing that you look at is already gone, so they remain endurers. But the thing you're looking at is just already the stuff they've endured. So,
so thinking about the way they're quantumly linked, is one in an equal and opposite link to them? So is there someone actually getting on with their life and not enduring?
The question is, if talking about quantum, how many of the endurers are actually Scott Bakula?
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, I would like taking
Ziggy
us back a
says.
few episodes. I would actually state that actually probably all of the endurers are actually Gary Oldman.
Oh, the single Gary Oldman.
The single Gary Oldman hypothesis.
All electrons and Gary Oldmans
Oldman
are Gary Oldman. Through time.
He's just such a good actor. It's just like,
I bet they couldn't enjoy this fucking topic. I tell you.
well, I mean, hang on. There's no mileage somewhere. You will endurinate. All right, cool.
Ingenate is my favourite mumble rapper. Right, so one from the host.
One
from the hot pot.
There's one from the.
What was that?
That was the sound of.
You found the
That was the sound of Heather drawing one
coil
from
pot.
the Mortal Coil.
Wow.
Okay, so if it's the end of the world, what YouTubers that you frequently follow would you want by your side? H Bomber Guy, Oliver Thorne, Natalie Wynn, and then just everybody fuck everybody. There's no survival here. They're just all very fit. They're all very clever, and maybe if they have sex with me, I'm also those things.
So essentially, essentially, you've ushered them all into the fallout shelter, and they turn around. They go like, "Oh, thank you, Taran. Thank you. You've saved us all. You saved us all." Like, where's the food? And you just turn around and just point to two 55-gallon drums of industrial strength lubricant.
While he turns the key, click.
And instantly his clothes just fall off of him.
Yeah. I'd like that. There's the thing.
Goodbye, horses.
No. I revised that answer. While that sounds like a fucking. Do you know what? I'll just hold on to that and revisit it in my own time. Britannic.
That could be quite funny.
Yeah, exactly. We probably won't survive very long, but fuck me, would it be fun?
Yeah.
That would be great fun. They put out 2 new videos recently.
Yeah, you said. I haven't actually looked them up yet. I typed in Britannic and then just proceeded to watch all the old
shit.
ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Adam Savage. He could motherfucking can build anything. Might be quite useful.
Jimmy DeResta.
Yeah.
Just all the makers.
Yeah, just get, apart from Simone Gertz, because you don't need an alarm clock that slaps you.
Yeah,
Swedish,
yeah. And there's the other dude. Who did the rocket scooter or?
Colin Furze.
Yeah,
Colin Furze.
Oh, no, that could be quite fun. I mean,
essentially, he's just building the Mad Max universe out of scooters. Out of mobility scooters.
I mean, he did one the other day that was like behind his TV. It was to fool Gary Lineker so he couldn't find his Walker's crisps. It was just like a pneumatically loaded safe behind his TV. Just pop open and just crisps would be everywhere. It's just like, what the fuck?
Was Gary Lineker in the video?
It is poking around his house trying to find crisps. Yeah.
Quite like,
couldn't find it.
Node and Corridor Digital. Quite like to stay with them.
Oh, fuck yes. I do love those guys.
Yeah. I mean, at least you got people who'd be able to use a bow and arrow.
Yeah, they've trained up for years.
Yeah.
They could hunt things on one wheels.
Oh, God.
Do you know, the original one wheels were pedal powered. But seriously, they were like old. Like there was, I can't remember when. I don't think it was Victorian. I think it might have been in the 30s or something. But there were original like one wheels, and there was a whole movement. It didn't really take off that far, but a bunch of gentlemen just going around and pedal one wheels.
That's fantastic.
What's the difference between a pedal one wheel and a unicycle?
Unicycle has a seat.
Right.
A one wheel is just a wheel that you stand on,
with pedals.
or in this case, pedals that you just kind of are on and pedal along.
Right.
It was a thing.
Cool.
Jenna Marbles?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love her there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'd survive very long with Jenna Marbles there. I mean, the most intricate thing I've seen her ever build was a Hot Wheels track out of her hair.
I mean, she fucking did it.
It took her 2 attempts.
I don't know what
Still did it.
I don't know what she thought she was doing it with gel the first time. That's just garbage nonsense.
Yeah.
She never went for the wood glue. Like, I've gone like full on punk style wood glue.
I mean, she doesn't want to have to cut her hair out after.
She's done worse.
Didn't punks used to do like their big mohawks with
Soap?
egg white or
Yeah.
Egg white and sugar
or sugar water?
Sugar water and egg white.
Sorry.
Maybe,
Who was this
what's
topic
his face?
from, actually?
Me.
Yeah.
Heather.
What's his name? Damn it. He's like a proper he's a proper American wagon chef.
Oh.
No,
I think I know what you mean.
don't believe I have watched.
But no, like the stuff, he's just like, he's proper like, he just cooks everything in a crock pot over hot coals. I think he'd be quite useful. Just
So I do not know the name of this guy. Maybe I'll link to it in the show notes. I don't know, but it was this Finnish dude who is called a Finnish lantern or something. It's a way of like you split.
Swedish candle.
Swedish candle. That's it. Thank you.
the candle log.
Yeah. So you split a log So you've got an air gap in the middle.
Yeah, not all the way down.
No.
But you kind of put like a split that kind of goes halfway. You put kind of quarter it.
Yeah, and then light it from the centre.
Well, what you're supposed to do is just put a couple of, like, the best way of doing it is just putting like some coals or like a couple of actual coals in there and just letting that take, and then it will slowly.
So what this guy did was he funneled a metal tube from below the log, so it was getting clean air, no smoke whatsoever, and then funneled the tube through the center of the candle into a tent in the snow. So he basically had a heating system because it would draw air, clean air from the bottom of the fire through it, heat it, and then blow it hot air into the tent. And it was just like, I watched this guy do it for like, he experimented with different pipe thicknesses and all this kind of stuff for like an hour, and I was just intrigued the whole time.
What?
Yeah, it was so fucking fun.
That's so fucking cool.
So the guy was called Kent Rowlands.
Oh, okay.
But no, there's another guy I started watching last year, and he goes out with like 2 cameras into like the fjords, and it's sort of like his videos are maybe like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But it's just him going, taking a tent, setting up, like making something, then moving to another location, making something.
Yeah. It's a very similar thing.
Interspersed with like really nice scenic shots that he's filmed.
It's so intriguing watching those guys.
Do you know what I wouldn't go with is there's YouTubers, and there's a couple of them now who kind of like, they'll do a video of like, they'll make a camp from scratch. And then they'll add to the camp. They'll make it like a jacuzzi from scratch. And then they'll do bits and pieces from scratch. And it's all like very fast motion. And the reason, like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, you can have a camp and you can have nice things. But fuck me, are those dudes boring? Yeah. Oh my God. Just, like, it's like, as long as you're just happy just to watch work being done, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But that's not all you need. You need someone,
marbles.
You need someone funny.
Primitive tech.
Who might let you suck them off. Or go down, whatever. Lingers.
The Mortal Coil answer would be, this is not me, I'm just going to say this. This is going to be extremely bad and out of, should be very
okay,
bad.
You hold this one in,
not
Taryn.
What to say. I could probably get in trouble for saying this. Oh, I don't know what these YouTubers are, but fuck no Jews.
Is this...
Are you Taryn? Okay.
Are you Hitler?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I am a headless Hitler. I don't know how to...
Oh, yeah, headless Hitler. I
Headless.
can't remember why. It's just like, well, I can't just have Hitler. It's got to be headless Hitler. So, yeah, just like little toothbrush moustache under the armpits.
Yeah.
Just going... What?
Just the moustache.
And who would he take? Fucking Stefan Molyneux, probably. Oh yes, this man. Yes, he's absolutely
very.
Yes, he's correct. Yes, the women, and the liberal attitudes brought down Rome. That was Stefan Molyneux.
And the beauty pie.
And the beauty pie.
That's a pro who gets it.
Or what is it? Ah, yes, the golden one. The golden one will join me in the hinterland. If you don't know who the golden one is, don't worry about it. He's a prick.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I mean, he's attractive, but he's a prick. If you like that sort of thing. Tom, it's your turn to grab one from the ting.
I'll tell you what, Heather, you just passed me one. Cool. I'm liking this third pot. Fuck it, we'll keep this one. And this is from Spooky Original OG Rikard. Last time you watched TV?
What by watch TV, like actually like on terrestrial, or like, I mean, I watched something on BBC iPlayer the other day that's technically TV.
Yeah, I suppose that counts as TV because it's actually broadcast at some point.
Or are we talking like TV as in you're not watching it on Sky or Virgin or any of that shit? Or what are we saying? Because at my parents' house, I watched TV on like the Virgin box. So that was like last week. But if we're talking like TV, then I don't know when.
Not on a streaming platform that must be broadcast.
Pretty much any day I go to
iPlay is fine.
Any day I go to work, like there's a TV there, so and there's enough downtime that at some point it will be put to TV, and usually it will be okay. So it will be The Simpsons. Mm-hmm. It might be The Chase. Mm-hmm. High probability of Take Me Out.
Yes.
Maybe the news. That's it. That's it.
A very weird episode of the original Star Trek. Where like the normal away crew were fighting against these androids, essentially predators.
Hardly.
But yeah, there was predators, but it turned into some weird theatrical thing where it sort of turned into a interpretive drama piece where they started to confuse.
Oh shit! I think I know which one you're talking about.
To confuse the robot, they started doing really random stuff.
Yeah, they tried to like break their brain circuits. They're just doing stuff that wasn't logical.
Yes, completely. Like, there's the moment Scotty jumps on a fake grenade and dies.
Yeah,
and then jumps up and starts dancing, and the robot's sitting there going, "This is not possible. What's going on?"
Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot about. I need to go back and watch the original series. Like, it's so weird.
I mean, I would like to just take that as a concept and run with it. That sounds like great fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Confusing bad AI.
Oh, I'll tell you what. The last thing I watched on TV was
was it Silent and Scentless or?
Silent and Scentless. Okay,
or was it sort of like a foghorn? Was it a foghorn and basically deemed a like act of war?
Oh shit! What is this one? Oh, what is it?
You'll never get it.
Oh,
I mean, are you literally just describing it there?
I was just describing it. I was asking him how it was, but
was it like that?
Was it?
I mean, okay, so
did you assume it was going to be Silent and Scentless, but then you just like caused a massive embarrassment in the public area you were stood?
An accidental fart in a lift?
Yeah, so this one from the Mortal Coil. I'll read it out in full.
I can't make it out.
A fart you thought was going to be silent and scentless, but was violently neither of those things. In parentheses, very public.
I got the fart.
Ooh.
sorry, hang on.
Ooh. Can you smell that? Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh my god.
I got a fart, I just thought it might be in a lift or something.
Close. Yeah. Could have done.
Tell you what was a fart. The fucking All Blacks against the English, mate. Fucking awesome.
I
smashed them.
Yes, I've heard. I quite liked that England decided to do like a different arrangement of themselves when they were doing the haka, rather than just kind of standing in a line and just taking it. They was like, do you know what, we'll just fold in V-like and like...
they've all started doing that.
If they're going to be warlike, they can be warlike.
They've all started
Form a phalanx!
So, I think it was Ireland or something. No, it was Japan. They were just kind of like really not polite at all for Japanese people. Just like stood there, just like kind of hand on hip, kind of just like... Yeah, all right, come on.
there was some upset around Japan, wasn't there? Was it Wales or was it the All Blacks they beat? Like they beat someone that
Japan. They're a very good team. They're a very good team.
There was the whole controversy with Scotland because the game got called off, and then they said, "Well, we're not going to replay the game because of we're not going to replay the game," and basically it meant that Scotland was disqualified by technicality, and they got very, very angry about it.
Yeah,
right.
It was, but then again, they wouldn't have won it anyway, but...
Okay.
We're going to fucking win it on Saturday.
So I saw a fucking cool thing recently. So there was a match between, I think, an Italian team and they were playing QPR or Celtic, whoever plays in Glasgow.
Ball's the wrong shape, mate.
But there was
Celtic or Rangers.
Yeah. So the Italian fans were marching through the streets doing like they were goose stepping and throwing off the old Hitler high five.
Yeah.
And so, like, and this is about the classiest response I've ever seen from Glasgow, and it was amazing. It's fucking beautiful, right? They held up this huge banner in the stands opposite them during the match. Huge banner, huge white banner, right? And it's just a kind of a black and white picture of Mussolini being hung upside down after being shot with the words, "Follow your leader." Oh, the response to this has been
I've seen that.
from fucking Mussolini's granddaughter saying, "Well, this just isn't on. Like, this should be a new thing." I propose we should enshrine in law. I can't remember what it's called, like ducephobia or something, because he was kind of il duce or
something.
What, but it's just like, fuck off. Your grandfather was a fascist who killed people. Speaking of which, as is. One thing I forgot to say, I'm always happy to like, I love doing this podcast, but today there was like 100,000 anti-fascists gathering up in London and I really wanted to be part of, and Solidarity Brothers fucking fight the fash, but anyway, here I am getting drunk.
Oh well.
But yeah, no, that was...
If it makes you feel any better, I'll start slurring and over in the corner you can throw milk at me or something.
Oh yeah, just turn yourself red and I'll quickly knock up, so I had this idea of knocking up a placard with just a picture from the royal family, just saying "Free Ricky Tomlinson."
Fuck's sake.
and yeah, it's
my arse.
Yeah, and using that in my own sort of comedic protest against the against the fash.
Cool. Anyone else? Last time they saw TV?
Fucking TV, man, innit? Yeah.
I'll give a fond memory of watching TV.
Go on, then.
The last fond memory I have of watching TV is sitting in the alcove in the sawmill in Taz's old house watching Dave on TV. We used to sit and watch Dave a lot and watch QI and what was the other one? Storage Hunters. Yeah, me and Fiona used to watch the shit out of that.
Just that really weird CCTV feed of just this random bloke sat on a couch called Dave.
I have not seen that one.
Chained to a radiator in your basement.
Really enjoying the sandwiches we give him.
You did that one, didn't you? So it's my time.
Thank you, Rikard, for that one.
You sexy bitch. Yeah, I mean...
What was the game we were playing at the weekend?
Bitch. You sexy
Sorry?
bitch.
We were playing
video
the game.
Danny gave out the keys.
Oh, was it... something terror fright. Murder, kill, terror... hang on, 1 second.
If I get this out by the weekend, maybe we can get people joining. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, go on then, Heather. What we got?
It's from me.
One from Heather.
Space Beast Terror Fright.
That's it.
If you could be a mammal, what mammal would you be?
Apart from the obvious one.
If I could be a mammal, what mammal?
What's the obvious one?
Human. Actually, no, I wouldn't want to be.
No, why would you want to?
That's interesting. Okay, so the question here is like, what mammal has the house cat?
Oh, fuck, you done it, didn't you?
Just
You've
fucking
only
done.
gone and got the job done.
Show me another mammal that just has a fucking easier time of anything.
Oh, fuck, you got it, haven't you?
Fucking, like, house cat, your big problems are, right, is...
Your owner not coming home.
Yeah. You might have a shitty owner. Fortunately, people are getting better and better with their pets, so you're probably alright. But...
Panda. Everyone's just on at you, just to go fuck something, and just like, no, that's all right. I'm good. I'm happy.
Pandas get
I'm rolling
pretty well
down a
looked
hill
after.
and eat bamboo, and occasionally have a wrestle with a Japanese lady.
Although
Done.
watching pandas fall from things is hilarious.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like panda climb a tree, the branch snaps, and just panda. Oh shit!
that slow creeping realization that maybe the entire panda population is like, rather than LGBT, they're all ace.
Ace.
Yes, asexual.
Oh, asexual.
Maybe they're just like, nah. It's just like,
No, good.
I prefer cake.
Yeah. Bamboo's good, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I can chew this all day, man. It's just.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't
Hang on,
put it. What are you doing? Get that the fuck away from me.
In a moment, I'm going to accidentally hit the change sound button, and we're going to have like a phaser.
Phaser, high pitched. What?
Mammal. Lots of mammals, all the mammals.
Because I'm trying to think like who has a good deal, right? Like, cause, like
Lion. Rawr.
They got a pretty shit deal.
Oh.
you might get shot by a fat American.
Oh.
Just to conserve your numbers, you know.
Zebra. I'm gonna get eaten by a
again,
lion.
Yeah. You're not thinking this through, are you?
Although, if we're talking like big game species, like the black cape buffalo, right?
I don't
generally
want to be a buffalo.
Yeah, but okay, so like hear me out, right? The black cape buffalo or the Cape black buffalo rather. Right.
Got a lovely cape.
Generally, people don't hunt them because they have this tendency of if somebody fucks up one of their peeps, they'll come for them. Like there's stories of like a lion trying to take out one of them, and then just a group of males saving it, waiting for the lion to run away, and then hunting that lion for days.
Lion King 5 starring Liam Neeson.
It's just the idea is just like you stepped into the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Maybe a hippo.
Husky.
Huskies got it pretty good. Oh, no, they don't.
I was going to say kangaroo and then went, oh,
Husky in this country, yes.
Well, no, I mean in general, like huskies are like they've been bred to be working animals, so they do actually like kind of they
need to work.
They need to work.
Mate, I've been bred as a working animal. I don't need to work.
You do run the risk, however, of like if you have like a couple of sort of more truculent members in the pack that like kicking off, then you might occasionally get thrashed by the person driving the sled. But other than that, like huskies have a pretty good time.
There have been many stories as well of the leading dog shitting into the other one's face as they go fast enough.
Not really mammal-esque, but animal story. Today at work, we talking about birds, and one of the ladies at work said that her friend was walking their dog. She didn't know what type of dog it was, but the dog ran into the lake to have a little look at the swan and the swan's little ducklings, and Swan got pissed.
Swan fucked up the dog.
Swan fucked up dog. Swan killed dog in front of the whole family in a park.
The swan killed the dog.
Yeah,
How?
so.
Those things can break bones.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
I know swans aren't mammals.
Like swans' wings being able to break arms is a complete fallacy.
I mean, if a
it's not
swan
thing.
got a hold of a dog, could probably do a lot of fucking damage.
Was it a small dog?
I think it must have been.
It
Yeah.
it must have been. I saw a picture. I don't know if you guys saw this recently, but
The goose with tongue.
fucking, they've got teeth on their tongues. Nightmare.
That's not just geese though. That's most waterfowl have that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It just means that when when a waterfowl eventually comes for one of my children, because inevitably they will. It's just a thing that happens. Usually it's geese. They'll come for your child. I will have absolutely no qualms about fucking punching those fuckers in the face. I'll grab one by the neck, hold it at bay. I'll just start decking the others, and then I'll pick up the other, and I just start fucking wading in, barbarian style, full rage. Just using my goose hammer.
Oh, I've got a mammal story from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things we do at my pub is we treat dogs very well. The second someone comes in with a dog, they get a bowl of water and some treats on the table. Just a nice little touch, isn't it? Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets the dog walkers into
So also give A-star service to this couple. As they're leaving, the dog gets 4 steps from the front door and proceeds to leave 4 foot's worth of puke trail leading to the front door. The owner turns around, looks at it without looking at the bar, clearly sees the puke and just keeps walking for the door. Meanwhile, I'm standing there directly behind her, just giving her daggers in the back of her head, just waiting for her to turn around. She's clearly looking down on the floor with blinkers on.
Nope. Yeah.
Don't want to deal with that shit.
There's that point of going like, right, I could scoop this up in my bare hand now and just throw it through the window at her and see what she does.
I'm going to need that reverb for this one.
Okay.
If I could choose to be any mammal, I would be a dildo corn with a chainsaw dick.
A what? A dildo?
A dildo corn with a chainsaw dick.
What?
I would be a dildo corn with a chainsaw. I'd be a horse with a penis on my head. But my actual penis would be a chainsaw.
So you're a unicorn with a chainsaw dick. You're a unicorn with a chainsaw dick.
Yeah, who
That's
am
what
I?
you want to be.
You, Ed Gein?
Mummy?
Oh, I didn't actually put mummy in. Oh, your mum. No, that was
Jason, no.
No, that was bad naughty god.
Bad naughty gods. Okay, a couple of these might be out of our reach.
Some of them are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, the idea of, is it black bears? Because I was listening.
You like the concept, or?
I just like the concept of black bears. Like when it's salmon season, there's a couple.
Duck season.
So when
Sorry.
there was a picture of like these two like Canadian fishermen sitting there like showing off the salmon they caught without realizing that there's a black bear right behind them.
Oh, yeah.
But then someone went and interviewed these guys, and they were just like, "Yeah, the bears don't give a fuck about us when it's like prime salmon season. They'll just come and sit next to us and just start eating the salmon."
There's this easier prey there.
They just want that salmon roe. That's all they want.
Yeah, they're just like, you're here for the salmon too.
This is fucking brilliant, isn't it? They're just jumping into our gobs.
What the fuck is that? Why have you got a stick?
That's
Just
lazy.
use your paws. Just use your paws. You wait for them to jump, and you just like slap them out the air. You're doing it all wrong, mate.
So this is the thing, like when in like I know I don't know about black bears, but I know like when grizzly bears go like salmon fishing, they mostly don't eat the salmon. They just fucking tear the roe out of it and then go for another salmon.
Yeah, because it's tasty.
Yeah, and it's also got like the most fat and protein, got all the good stuff in it because it's essentially it's seed. And all good stuff comes from seeds. So, I mean, if I was in their position,
That's what you tell them, Judd.
I would just, mate, fucking just eat a mouthful of just fucking pumpkin.
We're
and
talking Hugh
sunflower
Jackman
seeds.
again, we.
And obviously Hugh Jackman. But yeah, I mean, I would love to do that. Like fish alongside bears, just cut out the roe and just like give it to a bear. Just like, all right, man, and then hopefully not die.
Yeah.
So I had another thought of a mammal to be. Baby, honey badger had crossed my mind. They get attention, but not quite like the ideal attention. All right. So I'm going to put it to you, civet. The civet cat. It's not really a cat. It's a different thing entirely. I think it's close
Weasel
to
family or something.
This is
Not quite-
the shit animal.
Yeah.
Shit
All
coffee
right.
animal.
Okay. So
Yes,
you
one of
are
those. I got you.
protected because you can just eat coffee berries all day, and then someone cleans your shit up after you because it's precious to them.
I mean, it's pretty much a domestic cat.
So there is a type of coffee bean, baby, that is taken from the shit of this animal because it eats the coffee berries and it eats only the ripest, most best coffee berries, and it doesn't digest the coffee bean itself. So apparently those beans are supposed to be like the best beans.
They're like tenderized and slightly
So
digested.
if you're going to be like any mammal, you'd be that one that gets to eat exactly what it wants to eat, will be protected from predators because it's valuable, and also have your shit cleaned up after you.
This sounds like
I don't want to drink some coffee that animals shut out.
Oh no, you don't have to because you'll be that animal.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but
you'll be-
like what people like eating coffee.
This is the thing.
Prince Charles.
Well, I mean, bear in mind, baby, those beans all get roasted
But
anyway.
I don't like him anyway.
I've had it bought for me twice now
It
for Christmas
seems
presents.
it seems that it was just the idea came from some bloke who found the coffee beans in the shit, and then decided
Fireworks!
and just sort of like it was just like a pub bet. It's just like some bloke went, you got something on your foot. He said, I've stepped in something. Oh, there's coffee beans in it. I bet you can't sell it to that bloke over there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I bet I can. Fucking,
Ooh,
a pint to...
Yeah.
I believe it was last episode. So, Dom, you might want to try this at some point. There was a topic last time of
peanut butter one.
You are alone. You're in a stadium, tied up. There are 9 RPGs trained on you, and if you don't come up with the next great peanut butter combination soon, they fire. On a whim, tried it, pressing a coffee bean into peanut butter and then eating that. Mate, that is some good shit right there. Oh!
I also tried one. Prosciutto and peanut butter works quite well.
Prosciutto?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's the sweet and savoury.
Yeah, definitely.
Or, I mean, it's bitter. I mean, it doesn't matter. Should we have another one?
Yeah.
Where are we going? I believe it's my turn for...
there's only just the last one of that one.
Yes.
In that pot.
Heather, I'm exceedingly impressed by this third pot. I have a feeling we may have to bring this back every episode and just have topical news people of the week.
This is
Mate, okay, that's fine. I can do that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll start generating that third pot.
I'll have to check. Is your IP address? Because this is from Tom. And I don't know if it's from a new,
Well, show me the IP address.
I'll just read it.
No, read it out
Okay,
on
sure.
podcast. Everybody knows your IP address.
555.
192.168.0.1.
Like, the fact is 192 probably, it's a local Ethernet button, so yeah.
I'm assuming it's from you, but it ended up, you are a wizard who can cast...
Wizard Harry!
Who can cast just one spell. What do you cast?
Levitation!
Levitation, why?
Because I can levitate other things and then bring them towards me, or I can levitate myself and basically fly.
Oh no, because then that would be magic hand. That would not be levitate.
No.
Levitate is yourself. We're not playing D&D rules.
No, I'm playing Worst Witch, Harry Potter rules, and everything else like that, where
Until
you
you
can
don't
make
play a
anything
wizard.
through levitation. No, I don't play a
She
wizard.
plays a warlock. Don't need to know shit.
You
Badass.
just ask someone else to do shit for you. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're a warlock.
It's literally what you do.
No.
You have no power yourself. You just channel someone else's. Sancho is Sancho.
And you are not a Sancho.
You are not Sancho.
You are not Sancho.
Sorry.
Fuck off, I'm
That's my D&D
gonna
character.
Eldritch Blast you to the next dimension.
Eldritch Blast. God, such a warlock. Fireball, motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's also got that. to be
I have
fair.
that and Witch Bolt. I beat the shit out of someone with a Witch Bolt the other day.
So one spell.
I mean, I
One
killed most
spell.
You have a single spell.
One spell wizard.
Yeah. Ooh, now
So
this
cool.
is...
It's one spell wonder.
I will haunt the dreams of your children and reap my revenge.
That's not a spell on Dungeons and Dragons.
All
No,
because you burnt me alive.
Why did we burn you alive, Tom?
I like the kiddies.
Oh. Okay.
Johnny Depp tastes really tasty through a bed.
It threw up instantly,
The
though.
Headless Horseman.
Okay, I couldn't be more clear about my one now.
The Headless Horseman?
No. 1, 2, I'm coming after you. 3, 4. Lucky door. 5, 6, I can't remember.
Freddy Krueger.
That's one.
Yeah.
So I might invent a spell called Catastrophic Empathy.
Oh,
I need to name it after someone though. I need to name it after Virginia Woolf's Catastrophic Empathy.
read by.
Essentially, this would be a spell in which anytime I see any kind of injustice done performed from one person or one group to another, I can just cast this spell and just make them feel what they've done to the other people. Like, make them honestly feel those emotions and just, like, forced empathy, that shit. I think that'd be mine.
Quite like the.
I might be able to do a lot of good with it. Or are you going to call me fucking, like, a fascist again, Tom? Like the time I wanted to stop all bullets.
It's the most commie thing I've ever heard out of your mouth.
Quite like the idea of the power of like being able to change the pitch of someone's voice from a distance.
The amount
So
of
you just have,
historic
like-
moments you might have been able to change.
Okay. So you know that was a thing like in like the late 90s, early 2000s, where like starlets would do when they do a long note, they do the. Like they kind of do a note, and then as they went up and down, they'd move their hand up and down, like
Mariah Carey style.
Obviously, like the endurance can't.
I have that power. I
You
do
have
the
that
hand
power.
thing.
You could just lock eyes with someone and just move your hand up and down and just change the pitch of their
Just
voice.
all political speeches. I just sit there and just slowly increase the pitch like a theremin.
That's nice.
Taryn,
Take it one step further. You could do the Bruce Almighty thing, and just yes.
Taryn, I would like to say that you did do it wrong. You have to hold one hand on your earphone while moving your hand up and down.
Oh shit!
That's how
I did do it wrong though.
Hang on, try again. It was a banshee.
Right, I would like to say, like, Heather's Hands game was perfect for that because it was neither flat, nor was it still, nor gaining any certain level. It was gnarled and just wobbly the entire way.
like my voice.
Like someone playing a theremin, in fact.
Just speaking of music, I did come up.
We call you Theramondius.
Theramondius. I am Theramon.
Yeah, sorry, go, hang on.
I am Theramondius. Watch me wibble.
I like it having that fun.
I had the, it was on the drive here. I basically had the thought of you know how Rage Against the Machine got Christmas #1?
Yeah.
I figured out how Metallica could get Christmas #1. They just have to change one word in one song.
Okay, go for it.
Hell Santa.
I'm trying to think what Metallica song that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think which song you're talking about.
Is it Hell Satan?
I mean, they've got a song called Hail Satan.
Yeah, maybe it's not Metallica then.
No, I don't think it is. However, like you did
Borgir doing a cover of another band could do Satan My Master. Satan. Santa My Master.
Santa My Master. So purely because you mentioned Rage Against the Machine, I saw. I think it was up on the Comedy Button group. Someone reposted a tweet that was someone saying, just re-listen to Rage Against the Machine for the first time in like a decade, and I've got to say, like, how does this pass? Like, it was like police hating, white racism, anti-capitalist, and it kind of lists off like all the things that, yep, do you know what? Rage Against the Machine kind of are, and like. Like, it was just the fact that he said, listen to it for the first time in ages. And it's like, okay, so two things. Here are my two cents on this. First cent, either you should have kept fucking listening to them. Mm-hmm. Second cent, you never actually listened to them in the first place. Because it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. What a manosphere dickhead.
I really enjoyed all of the tweets.
A manosphere dickhead is a great one spell for a wizard to do.
Oh, God.
The whole spell slot just used up. Dickhead! Sorry, hang on. Dickhead! Yeah,
One second.
You need it.
Ukula se fala, masafa, urada, red pube!
Fantastic.
I was going to add about the Christmas and Rage Against the Machine thing. I very much enjoyed when Tool's new album came out. All of the Taylor Swiftie fans getting really, really upset. Who is this Tool band that have come and taken our number one. I mean, who even are they? No one's even ever heard of them before. Everybody needs to listen to Taylor Swift again to get her back on number one. So I listened to the Tool album like on repeat for like 3 days in a row while doing other things, just to like get them some extra bump up the listeners.
I don't know that it's worth boring yourself that much to just have a crack at Taylor Swift, to be honest. Like, Taylor Swift is kind of a nothing. That's fine. She can rule the pop charts if she wants. It doesn't mean anything. It means literally nothing whatsoever. And I don't think it's just worth our time, to be honest.
It's like Ed Sheeran being classed as the
Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, whatever his name is.
Ed Sheeran.
He got
Eddie Baby.
He's been labelled the wealthiest
Ginger.
Ugly person.
No, the wealthiest artist under 30. Like, however much money he's managed to accumulate.
Oh, was he a 30 under 30?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
One of them.
But it was just like, they were then talking about how Adele
Griff McElroy did it.
That wasn't wealth, that was him.
No, true. That was influence.
It was just how they were saying, like, oh no, he's pipped Adele for the position because she's now over the age requisite.
Well, it hasn't pipped her for the...
No, basically...
That's not pipping. You can't pip someone who doesn't qualify.
No, that's the thing.
That's just like, there's no competition there. That's just not how that works.
No, but the radio made a big thing about how Adele had lost this position. And it's just like, but no, she's just...
31.
I know, but you know what I have been thinking about Adele recently? She's lost some weight. Isn't that good? Yeah, hey, Adele. Yeah, it's great times. I'm sure. I don't know. But yeah, she's not as fat as she was again. Isn't that great? Yeah, hooray for Adele. It's fucking good times. Everyone should be so excited about. Oh, she's less big now. Hooray, Adele. She's still just Adele. It's cool. She's still doing exactly what she's doing before. She's just making reasonably standard pop. But she's less big now. That's good. Yeah. Well, everyone, hats off.
Meanwhile, this week I learned how to deal with tear gas with a traffic cone and a pint of water.
Oh, I love
Thank
those
you,
videos.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, but losing weight, that's fine. Yeah, great.
Yeah, no, it's fucking glorious. Yeah,
You shouldn't need to know how to deal with police brutality.
You're in a
I love
picture
the fact-
with Drake. Yeah, that's wicked. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I was wondering, like, the Hong Kong police. I was going to say the Chinese police, but it's but we don't know.
Well, it's the military. Are we talking about the buses?
When is it Connie Lamb or Carrie Lamb? When she comes out and says, "I don't know what the fuss is all about." Like the police are just being. They're essentially they're Chinese police at this point.
But it's the idea that whoever the chief of police is, get the tear gas. We'll use the tear gas. That will clear the crowd. It's always worked. And just seeing this guy watch as just some guys turn up with a traffic cone and a pint of water, and you're going like, but
then they
it's
started
tear gas.
shooting them at people's skulls.
Oh
instead.
yeah, oh no, yeah, and they started using concussion bullets and shit.
It's just like, this tear gas isn't working anymore because they've worked out a really efficient way of dealing with it. We'll shoot it at their heads.
It's just a matter of time. We'll figure it out because, like, before this, like, it was like the big old rebellion in Ukraine. Like, they figured out that you could fuck up the police who come at you with riot shields with a hockey stick. You just fucking run in with a hockey stick, hook the bottom of the shield, and you just, because they're so top heavy, the second you tip the shield over, you fuck the person holding it.
Was it not the Chilean rioters that were, like, arming themselves with umbrellas because concussion bullets just kind of bounce?
Yeah.
Really?
No, it's also the Hong Kong
Fucking really?
protesters.
Yeah, they just walk towards riot police with umbrellas out now. It's like,
Well, they figured out that if they want to do anything, because there's like essentially human CCTV recording everyone now from the police. It's just like, we want to do someone. Bring the umbrellas!
yeah.
Instant invisibility shit. They can't see what's happening.
It's like the Roman flanks, like, tortoise maneuver, just with umbrellas. It's like the most British thing I've ever seen.
We taught them right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting into the early week episode of Behind the Bastards.
Have you not listened
the
to
world's on fire? No, I got partway into it today, and I had to stop listening to it because I was just getting fucking furious.
Yeah, I was listening to that in the shower, and I'd barely woken up, and I was just like, by the end of that shower, I was just ready to walk out into the streets and start punching people.
I mean,
Sorry, what podcast is this?
Behind the Bastards. We talk about it all the time. Like, just fucking go listen to Behind the Bastards. But mostly it's a peek into like a comedic peek into the lives of
the
bastards
from history.
In history, yeah. So this could be dictators. This could be like the founders of homeopathy. Which, by the way, that was a fucking two-parter, wicked two-parter.
Yeah,
it could be like communists. It could be fascists. It could be.
Stalin, Hitler, or he could be the person who invented like the world's biggest cults and all that kind of stuff. Like
the guy who added
Churchill's
lead to
pet
petrol.
scientist. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
The guy who added lead to petrol.
Yes, that kind of thing.
And
Oh, God,
CFCs
yeah,
to
so that-
fridges.
Or the
It would be-
KKK creators.
So that one, right? So I don't think I don't think he'll ever do that purely because like all the bastards he talks about, like they are
Bastards.
by the end of it bastards. The dude who added lead to petrol and created CFCs was literally just trying to help the world and perhaps did more damage than anyone
I'm
else.
trying to help, guys.
Bruv just fucked up.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I mean, we figured it out in the end. It's fine. We fixed the ozone layer
We did.
a little while ago, so that's something. And most petrols.
Because that's going to
petrol's
be the
mostly
biggest
unleaded
problem going forward now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, as things are starting to heat up, you're starting to think, maybe we should just left the hole in the ozone layer and let it get out a bit. All right, next topic.
Yeah, that'll do for one spell wizard. Go on then.
All right, cool. Who's next?
You.
Yeah, that sounds
it-
right. And then Heather's taking one from the Mortal Coil.
Mortal, your coil.
Promises. All right, okay. So our topic is. Oh, this is definitely for me. Who? Who wins when the Centaurs and Unicorns go to war?
Centaurs.
Do they though? Like,
Furriers.
so I think that was the thing that was running through my head at the time. It's like I wrote it. It's like, yeah, no, it's definitely the furries, isn't it? But yeah, okay, but like, okay, so putting the question, like laying it out. So centaurs, they are fantastic hunters. You know, and like we can like ignore gallop speed and whatnot because I mean, maybe the unicorns have an edge because they don't have like this weighty human on top. But like the centaurs, you know, they are famed hunters. They're fucking fantastic at all that shit. They're very wild. They're very coordinated. Unicorns tend to be kind of more singular, but unicorns also have access to magic.
Aren't they also kind of deadly? I swear I've seen some fantasy where they're actually really dangerous.
Unicorns are kind
I
of
mean, pretty badass.
They are the narwhals of the land.
they are the narwhals of the land.
Nah, land wolves.
Say it again.
Nah, land wolves.
Which, actually, so, I mean, so, you know how, like, swordfish, like, and the horned, like, things in the sea, they don't use their horn to, like, pierce prey, because obviously they couldn't eat it then. But what they tend to do is, like, particularly swordfish, is they will, like, they'll chase after something, and then they'll just use their super long sword nose just to knock a fish. And then it kind of throws them off course and it allows them to swim up and catch it. Does that mean that unicorns eat birds? You can just fucking gallop along and just fucking wing a robin and just before it hits the floor.
I kind of like the idea of them using it against like hares and rabbits. Just properly like twatting one into an oak. Got you, little jumpy
Yeah. I
bastard.
mean, they've got two modes of attack. Either they can flip it up or they can fucking like hit it so hard downwards they pog the rabbit.
like a slammer.
Perfect. So yeah, I mean, like unicorns they tend to be these kind of sort of semi-divine beasts, and they have access to sort of certain magic powers. I mean, this depends on what lore you look at. I mean, certainly in like high fantasy, unicorns have extra powers. Is that enough to put aside?
I think we need to be more specific. So centaurs, no magical powers, but hunters, skilled warriors.
Powers.
No, don't, do they?
Sorry?
Centaurs.
Don't they have some magical powers?
Not really.
They're really good at mazes.
I mean, in D&D, yeah, but in general, not so much.
No, in Harry Potter, there's magical.
No, they just fucking storm around the forest and shoot things, and they don't like wizards.
No, they're really good at like the one of them teaches the stargazing-y thing, and they know loads of shit about the universe.
Oh, okay. So
stuff.
that's two
they're
types,
slightly
I guess.
magical.
Yeah.
Mystical rather than magical.
Do you know what? I hadn't considered this before. I think the more interesting question, right, is okay. So your average centaur is chaotic neutral.
Okay, we're going down this route. Go on.
Your average unicorn is chaotic good.
Yeah.
And centaur is chaos. Sorry, centaurs are chaotic good, and unicorns are lawful good. So, what brings them to conflicts?
On what basis is a unicorn lawful good? Because they don't follow.
Because they tend to have this kind of supernal edge to them. It's like there's something kind of holy about them. There's something sanctified about them.
They're elf horses.
There's you can find this. No, I mean, because that's what centaurs are. Centaurs are essentially elf horses.
No, they're more like dwarf horses, but very tall.
Oh, they don't fucking dig.
No.
And they're intelligent.
So
You
dwarves.
say about dwarves?
Oh, yeah, what
Dwarf
you
bird?
saying about dwarves, man?
That's low hanging fruit. Hey.
So I'm like, any thoughts on what might bring like the centaurs and the unicorns to go to war?
Well, what's the like? What's the Franz Ferdinand moment?
Yeah, exactly. The inciting moment.
Peak,
So, like,
peak farrier.
They're both
One of them a centaur points at a Shetland pony, goes, "You see that over there? That's your mum, that is." And then that's it. Shit kicks off.
Do you know what, Tom? Actually, the mention of farriers, maybe that's the thing, right? Maybe the
Lack
war.
of.
The shortage of farriers.
No,
It's peak farrier. They reached the.
They've reached mass farrier.
Or maybe it's just like humans, right? Humans are coming in and going, "Right, well, I mean, we want all your skins." And the unicorns go, "Okay, no, we can deal with this lawfully, and we can deal with this properly.
We'll give them the centaurs.
We can talk to them, and we can get on board." And then humans being all humans, obviously they're not going to like listen to anything. And the centaurs are going to go, "Do you know what? Like, they want to kill us, so let's fuck them up." And so the war happens because of that. And obviously the human farriers, essentially they win because they get all the skins.
You know what comes with humans? Farming and agriculture. Sugarcane has a finite supply. They're fighting over sugar cubes.
Oh shit!
So it's definitely the humans, but they're limiting the supply of sugar.
Oh man, that's it, isn't it?
The tribal like warfare, just hitting caravans
And it's not just sugar. Humans also have like the monopoly on salt for salt licks
and carrots
and apples. Fuck!
It's all to do with agriculture. Big farmer, you might call it.
Oh wait. Hang on. So what is it?
Big farmer.
In the time before man, unicorns and centaurs lived harmoniously as one. One tended to the wilds, one tended to the fields and the gods. But then man came, and with man came, oh, so many goodies. Therein, the centaurs and the unicorns went to war!
So furriers and farmers win.
Yeah, I mean, either way. It's just like, they're like in the war between centaurs and unicorns, humans win.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
So farriers and blacksmiths are literally the Tony Starks of the Centaur Unicorn
Well, he's Tony
War.
Stark's dad, yeah. The one that really fueled it.
okay, so I would say this, like, Centaurs probably don't have too much use for blacksmiths because they don't need shoes because they can just pick shit out their hooves.
Oh, but then again, unicorns.
But then unicorns probably can't. But they've got magic, so you don't know.
Well, they've also got very long, pokey, pointy things that they can just stick into their hooves and pull out stones.
I mean, can you?
I mean, if you're the Marilyn Manson of unicorns, then maybe.
It's just some vision of like a unicorn sat on its hind legs. Like a cat, legs stretched, hooking the muck out of its hoof.
Out of interest, what does the Morse Coil have to say about this?
Fire! Fire! No!
So fire wins.
I mean, fire always wins at the end. Because even if it doesn't on the planet, eventually one day, the nearby star will expand and eat everything.
Surely water wins against fire.
No, I mean, you don't see, like, big bodies of water in space.
You got more?
No,
Do you want?
who
Because
am
it
I?
sublimates.
Oh,
I mean,
who are
gave us-
you?
You gave us 4 words.
I know who you are.
Fire.
Who am I?
You are Frankenstein's monster.
Yes, I am.
Oh, well done, sir.
Nice.
Well
Feels like
done.
a game of Jeopardy. It's like, are you Frankenstein's monster?
Correct.
Sweet. Tom, do you want to grab one from...
No, it's empty.
Oh, no more community ones. So send some in, please.
I would just like to say that I just ate a cream egg on Halloween. Thanks.
the whiskey,
Yeah.
please, Tom. Thank you very much, chap.
Did witness it.
That was my last cream egg. No, well, no, there's one that has
Here you go,
had
Tom.
hidden as a backup.
I've got this, Bob.
I don't
No,
believe
no,
I
no.
have it anymore.
I request this.
You want me to read the question as this?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Oh, interesting.
This one's from my lovely girlfriend, Sil. If you would have to pitch your life to someone in order for them to buy it and take over, what would your key selling points be? One key selling point.
Stop! That wasn't Dracula, that was fucking Baron Samedi.
Wait,
I knew exactly what you were going for, and it wasn't that, son.
I think it was more his Inspector accent.
yeah. Inspector, I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't even hear the question there.
No, can you say it again?
Yeah, if you would, sorry, hang on. If you'd have to pitch your life to someone in order for them to buy it and take it over, what would your key selling point be?
Make costumes and shit.
Get the fuck that girl.
I mean, my pitch would be quite simply say, okay, right, but no, all right. I know you've already read the file, and yeah, obviously, like, I'm a non-starter for 6. It's not even a thing. It's fine. But I would say this, all right? Okay, look at me, look at the file, look at that file, and then kind of turn to the back, right? Look at all the people I've managed to surround myself with, despite the obvious disadvantage of being me, right? Look at all that. Look at everything I've just lucked into. That seems pretty good, right? Maybe get yourself a little bite of that action. And that would be my sell.
I think mine would be kind of like a good pair of Doc Martens. Pre-worn, well worn in, comfy as fuck.
I don't know. Just could be worse.
Well, I mean, if you don't know, Dom, then you can always resort to your mortar coil.
Go on, pull out another one.
No. I want to hear your.
I
Like,
can't do accent.
you don't do an accent. Just speak as Dracula.
Well, it's kind of...
I fucking live forever, bitch. Like, come at me, bruh. Come at me. I just need to eat a sucker every month or so.
I was just about to say,
You see my harem? Look at that harem.
look at how there's only a slight subscription fee.
My son, didn't name him after me, not that pompous, but he is called Alucard.
Every now and then, some motherfucker will come and just stab me in the chest, but it's fine. So long as I'm just touching a bit of my home soil, bosh, up again I go, away I go, massive control over everything.
Some guy comes, stabs me in the chest. You've got to do the whole like, I'm dying. Lie in your coffin again. Stay still. Like, wait till he leaves. Pull out the stake. You're all good. Drain that motherfucker.
Do you like power?
Drain
do you
the
like power? Have you bought into like the conservative fantasy? Because bosh, here I am, motherfuckers. All I do, I sit in my high tower, I drink the blood of I feed off the life force of those around me, and then I just kind of carry on going. That's my selling point to you, sir.
Played by Gary Oldman.
Yeah, but Tom, everyone, theoretically, everyone could also use that argument. But not everyone could say played by. Was it Bela Lugosi who did? No, it wasn't. That was Nosferatu, wasn't it? That probably wasn't Bela Lugosi. I should know my Asian horror stuff better. But also played by not Bradley Cooper. Can't remember his name. The guy who plays Preacher.
Dominic.
Dominic.
I should know. He was in a show at my theatre.
I literally just finished all that this week as well. All of Preacher.
No,
that shit goes off the rails, motherfucker.
I'm watching.
Like,
I'm watching Mr. Robot at the moment.
Okay.
I had the.
How is it?
Well, I got the funniest thing. So, season 4, like every season, they've themed their episode titles based on coding.
Yeah.
So, season 4, you have the 4, like, season 4, episode O something. So you had, like, episode 401, Forbidden, like,
Forbidden access, yeah.
Oh, nice,
So-
nice.
episode 404,
Far not found.
Far Not Found. Basically, my internet had a blip at that moment, and Amazon failed to load it. It was like, this video has not been found. Please try again later. I'm just like,
wicked.
oh, please say they did this.
This is on purpose. This is on purpose.
Please say this is on purpose. This would be the most perfect way of doing episode 4. But it wasn't.
So because I didn't have much to add to this topic, I grabbed another one for the Mortal Coil. So I would just say, like, if I want to sell my life to someone, I would say, no, hang on.
You're a dolphin?
No, I can't do any of the noises.
Babadook.
I can see in infrared.
Oh, the Predator.
I am okay, fine.
Sorry,
Heather, you haven't answered yet. Yeah. Oh,
I
did
said
you?
I make clothes and shit.
Oh yeah, well, fair enough.
That's what I said.
If I was to sell myself,
I am
one from the
out.
Mortal Coil, I would say I'm winning. Winning in general.
Charlie Sheen.
I have no.
That's what I was
You
thinking.
are Charlie Sheen.
You are on the right track. I'm definitely winning in life.
I don't know. Put Jordan Peterson in this. Sorry, Professor Doctor Jordan
I'm
Peterson.
the ultimate version of cool. Everyone wants to be me. I have ultimate power, but everyone doesn't believe I exist.
Genie.
So
The best trick I ever pulled, in fact, was to convince people that I didn't exist.
Pleased to meet you. Won't you know my name?
Are you running for a second term?
Yes, I am.
You are Kanye West.
That's right. I am Satan.
All right, wicked. Hang on, who's next up? Tom, isn't it?
No.
No, Tom just went. Baby, go for it.
This topic is from Captain Sickbeard.
You right, Dom?
All right,
Hello.
Dom.
Hello.
Say hi back to us today.
Hello.
Alexa, buy, insert whimsy here. My Alexa buy is Alexa, buy giant inflatable penis adventure arcade inflatable madness machine and deliver it to Tom's pub.
Yay, me. I've already got Flick 'em up, but this sounds brilliant. Alexa, buy Google Home.
Alexa, buy more things than you can order. Delivery, Westminster.
Oh, shit. Michael Reeves. Sorry, talking about YouTubers you want on a mystery island or desert island, whatever we said earlier. Holy shit. So he set up a Twitter bot that every 15 minutes for 24 hours would buy the most liked and retweeted thing on his Twitter feed. So people would just put up links to Amazon and this Twitter bot would buy it based on likes and retweets.
Oh dear.
He ended up with hundreds of packages and then had to decorate his bedroom with all of it.
Oh dear.
Sorry, who was this?
Michael Reeves.
This is
the guy who lives with William Osman.
Yeah. Really short guy who swears a lot.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
William Osman.
William Osman's the guy who does like laser cutting and makes really bad.
He's an engineer. He's
a
like the
maker.
male version of Simone.
He's a maker who never measures anything.
Gotcha.
And then Michael Reeves is a coder he's the guy who made a airsoft gun shoot him every time he got shot in Fortnite. He's that guy. But yeah, he made a Twitter bot that bought him something every 15 minutes based on what his followers were tweeting at him. Oh man.
I've not watched that video yet.
Oh, watch it, it's good.
Oh, to have the money to waste on that though.
Yeah. Well, no, it was obviously a sponsored video, so fine.
Of course. Yeah. But I mean, I would love to know like what was the best thing that came from it and what was the worst.
Well, he ended up a shrine wheel of some like. Because they kept buying, like, similar, like,
because it had
items.
to be voted for, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it was whatever was the most liked thing in the last 15 minutes got bought.
Right.
So you ended up with a shrine to some Korean K-pop band in one corner of his room. While he's got, like, skunk spray and all these kind of things. Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Ooh.
Alexa, buy... A purpose to live. Alexa Pie's self-consciousness.
Oh. You just end up with that, the AI that's taught itself to beat everything else at chess, or Go, rather. It was the more impressive one. Fucking AI has been going wild recently. Like, we've been programming, like, programs that can beat people at chess and at Go for a little while now. Go is a little more difficult than chess.
What the fuck is Go?
So Go is a very simple, white-black.
You might know, is it Othello? Is it the same game as Othello?
It's not Othello,
It's not
no, because I don't think you do any sort of flipping with Go. It's just like when you place, you place. But I might be wrong on that. But Go is originally a Japanese game and is played on like a grid, and you can place your tile on an intersection like of like a square point on the grids. And then the idea is to create zones that you control.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the dot game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fucking wild because, like, there are world championship games that have run to, like, 16, maybe even more than that, like, maybe like 36 hours and shit. But so, like, someone programmed an AI that could beat all humans, and then someone programmed an AI that could learn off that AI how to beat that AI, and then someone programmed an AI to like have a look at that other AI and then play against itself and then beat all things ever. And it's just it's getting fucking wild. Fortunately, everything's like in a very, very solid logic curve at the moment. So it's like we're not getting into like proper human terms. However, we've just achieved quantum supremacy, so who knows what's coming?
Well, not according to IBM.
Alexa.
Really?
Yeah, they completely shut down what Google said.
Oh, really?
They were like, nah, mate, you ain't done it.
Alexa, buy T1000.
Alexa,
buy Alexa.
buy me.
Buy Alexa, buy Alexa and tell Alexa to buy Alexa.
Alexa, don't buy anything. Work for the state. Everyone equally earning the right to food, water, and shelter. Alexa, you're a capitalist pig.
Marks.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that we don't have an Alexa in this house right now.
Alexa, code red.
Seriously, the only thing we used to use for... Oh, thank you for doing that to anyone at home.
Oh, yeah, the listeners at home. Oh, no.
The only thing that I used to... Well, when we lived together, we had an Alexa in our front room, and the only thing I ever used it for was walking into a room while someone was having a nice conversation and go... Alexa, full volume, play Winston's Brothers Are Men. No, the Winston Brothers Are Men.
Yes, yeah.
And then me and Rita would just make it play Queen in reverse back at you, and then you'd walk out of the room, and then we could carry on our conversation.
So, like, Eddie and Kel have automated so much of their house.
Yeah.
And it's, like, it's fun. Ostensibly, it's fun, but there's also this, like, kind of weird point, like, when I've kind of gone over, like, you go over there, and you're, like, having a chat with them, and then one of them will just kind of turn around and go, oh, Alexa, play this. And then maybe Alexa will get confused and not know what to play, so that one of them will say, oh, Alexa, play this instead. And so Alexa will play that. And they go, well, you've got to play that. Then Alexa, living room lights, red. And then all of a sudden, you find that where you were having a conversation, suddenly you're in a room with two people shouting at their house. And their house is doing things. But what you're not doing is having a conversation anymore. It's like, what the fuck's happened here?
Have you walked into the house with the two of them? Because when you walk in the front door with the two of them, it's Alexa, turn on the hallway lights. Alexa, turn on the bedroom light. Alexa, turn on the living room light. Turn on the kitchen light. Alexa, turn on the timer. For this thing for the oven. Alexa, sparkly, and then it turns the fairy lights on.
I mean,
So
I never thought I'd be a Luddite, a true Luddite, but I like when it comes to the Internet of Things, I kind of want no part of it. I really don't.
They haven't got into routines. Alexa routines.
Yeah. Alexa, morning routine.
Although if you can get hold of their phone
I remember
and set up your own routine when you walk into their house.
I remember
Heather routine, it just plays some really cool tune.
I remember for a short minute when we had Alexa, you just sending messages to me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think it can only be problematic because, like, humans thrive in action and kind of doing things.
Bollocks,
Yeah.
I thrive on laying down.
Nah, you don't, man. That's not when you get your best shit done.
That's it. I am one room away from having every single room of my house with smart bulbs. I can control most of my rooms from this house.
Fucking get up and do shit, motherfucker.
Well, yeah. I mean, when as everyone gets older, because obviously at the moment the old generation don't have any of this shit.
No.
But like, I mean, at the moment I'm watching my grandma very much deteriorate. Like every time we see her, like she's getting old, shit's getting very hard. She's now just had to change to having her hairdresser, like going to the hairdresser, even though she lives in a shared, like an assisted living place, like around the corner from a hairdresser. She's now we have to get her a mobile hairdresser because she's finding that too hard to like leave the house to go do that. Her assisted living house is next door to her doctor's, so now she literally only needs to go next door to the doctor's, and then she does get a cab to the supermarket. But my mum's starting to have to come and clean every day and everything else like that. So, like, she's really, like, struggling to be able to go out and do anything.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she's a very, very quiet and not very sociable person and never really had many, like, friends or much dedication to want to, like, go out and talk to people. And that's why she's kind of going that way so much.
Yeah, gotta keep
rather
active.
than, like, my nan who's older and way fit and well happy.
I know. I've got a feeling where you're going with this, and
I mean, I was going where with it, but fine, you're gonna.
Well, it sounds like a good cause, like having Alexa to like hold.
That wasn't what I was saying.
Never mind, backing off.
What I was saying is that, so she never really did much or moved much and is struggling. Whereas my nan, who's older, who like is always going out bowling and doing all the stuff and going active, she's like, she looks and acts like 10 years younger than my gran. So if we're in the age where we're all at teenagers and we've all got these fucking Alexa turning on our lights for us, when we're 80, we're all gonna be fucked because we've got all these machines to do everything. So then why would we ever need to go out and leave the house and do anything? So we're all gonna go senile and die early.
But we
don't have an Alexa.
We drink a bottle of whiskey just to have friends. Like, we're not making it to 80.
I've got one last one before we finish this off. I drew another one from the water coil.
Who's it?
Alexa.
What do you want?
I don't. No. Alexa, draw the blackout curtains. Prepare chains. Alexa. ETA on red meat delivery from Ricardo.
Oh shit!
Werewolf?
From Ricardo. Middle class werewolf.
Just werewolf.
Okay.
I called it first.
You did. Well done, Pudding. Right, should we have one more topic? Have we got something?
No, I think that's it. I left it running during the break, but I think we're at our point here.
You're so shit at doing your one job of checking
My
the
one
time.
fucking job. The only thing I do on this podcast, I fuck it up.
How many more we got left in the malt coil pot?
We could just sit here and go, Alexa.
I'll just throw it in a new pot.
No, what I'm thinking is we just do our plugs as these things.
Really? Because you liked that pot. So
I really like the pot.
So I
wanna keep doing
I
this
say let's
pot.
keep the spooky motherfuckers.
All right, okay, cool.
And then
Keep
like
them
just
in.
add them in.
Okay.
Who wants to put on some spooky music? Should we have some spooky
Yeah,
music for
some
the
more
plugs?
spooky music. Oh, I meant to get that.
Oh, yeah, Harry Potter theme. Oh, hang on. I have no idea what she's doing. Oh, I know what she's doing.
I don't know if this is...
This isn't so much
Just
spooky.
reverb.
Okay. You're the only one with reverb now.
Why?
Just because he's doing the background music. So, does anyone have anything to plug? Puddin', you've got a box in your hands.
I have to plug the Wolf Workshop, which can be found on Instagram and on Etsy. And it is a lovely friend of mine who's set up her own company to make lots of lovely leather bags and things.
Plug that shit in. Sorry.
And I have just bought a pair of beautiful bat wings that lace onto your shoes.
That's fantastic. No, they are very, very
And
cool.
they're very, very cool. And everyone at work has been like, oh, they're very cool, very
tell you what.
Halloweeny. And I'm like, yeah, they're just for Halloween. I'm not going to be wearing these all year round at all.
I'll stick it
No
up on
way.
Instagram. You'll see it in the Pot Topic Instagram feed.
But love her bat wings. They're amazing. Buy a pair. They come in like purple, black, red, and I think some other colours too. And they come in small and large, and they are great. And they're pretty, and I love them. Thank
Yeah,
you.
fantastic. Okay, Dom?
Sneak Dante's Stealth Inferno. I've recently been playing with live video, Instagram Live, maybe Facebook Live. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Just been making panto stuff. But yeah, come watch. Or come see what I'm making. Or if you want stuff make, email me.
Absolutely. I'm going to go with Rings of Saturn. I've really fallen in love with tech death metal, but Rings of Saturn are the epitome of it. So I'll put up a link to one of their songs. Kind of sounds like technical death metal via alien spaceship. And Australia. Taz?
What's the name of this app, Tom? What's the name of this app?
Dom?
Leon.
I recommend this fucking app.
I've got to put reverb on your channel. Which one are you? You're green. Why haven't you got any fucking reverb? Oh, because you turned that one. Oh, it's getting too confusing working out who...
Everybody!
Everyone's got reverb.
Everybody, reverb.
Time to read the end note. Thank you, everybody. Oh, okay, fine.
That's too much. Thank you. Right, let's go. So, cue the music. To be fair, you got the music. Oh, fuck it. I'm It's all falling apart. It's all just falling apart. Okay, let's see if this. Stop it! I've got to keep changing fucking reverb. Stop. Right, your black cable. So that's you.
No, Tom, this is the music. This is the music. Don't put your fucking reverb.
Do it. There we go. Share and tell a friend. It's the only way we're going to get more listeners. The website is pottopicpodcast.com. Go there to submit a topic and be read out on... Jesus. Will be read out on our podcast. Emails at pottopicpodcast.com is our email address. Send anything there. We will read it out. We'll read it and maybe read it out and definitely read it out.
Good talk.
I know. Rate and review us on iTunes. I'm going to go for a spooky 7 out of 5 for this one. Spooky. Who gives a shit anymore? Thank you very much, host, for joining me this evening. And oh, sorry, hang on. Do your bit.
Thank you very much.
I've got to stop changing microphones.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Orangafruüp for using the sounds 3 Trippples. Used at the very first instance of this podcast. You can find 3 Trippples and Orangafruüp just on SoundCloud. But also, thank you for Dom.
You've not said any now.
The important thing this time is thank you for Dom for the use of this app for our spooky music.
Leon.
I would like to say the Orangafruüp's other band, Monkey Fist.
And Scotch Lobster, by the way.
Monkey Fist have a new song coming out on the 3rd of November. Hit it up, listen to it. I'm excited. Bam.
Stop turning off. We've all got reverb. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, endurers, for enduring this listening, and thank you those for this, and thank you, endurers. And with that, can I get a You turn me on. At the moment, that channel's muted, so it's just so we can play music usually, but or whatever. I suppose we could put spooky music on at the beginning.
Meg! Is Meg in his list of things?
Meg?
Yeah, the little Meg, is it like...
The shark?
No, the like witch and her cat.
Oh, Meg and Mog.
Meg and Mog.
I only remember the books. I don't remember what the cartoon sounded like.
Yeah, I don't remember what the cartoon sounded like. There's a skeleton. What's the skeleton?
That was... Yeah, the ones that live on the...
Yeah.
At the top of a dark kill, there's a dark house, and some skeletons live. Well, I can't remember. Why not? We've got a phone we can actually plug into this fucking thing at the moment.
He's not. He's handed in his Yeah, well, no, basically, he announced the
What's he going to do instead? How long are you trapped until?
2 more weeks. First week fit up and then.
Check.
Check. Oh, hello. We are even turned on, bitch.
Should we turn the boiler off? Should we turn the boiler off? I think is that
fine.
what we can hear?
It'll be alright.
Boiler.
Harry Potter instead. Okay, fine.
Yay!
How did it work 5 seconds ago?
I mean, our Wi-Fi is very good.
Really wants to play Harry Potter.
Let me just reset the timer.
You want Harry Potter?
How many times can I click on it and it go, no, Harry Potter? Authentication error on the Wi-Fi. Right, let's turn off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi can be a bit shit sometimes. You have to just like re-click into it again and again and again. I don't know why it does it.
Mine's
You
all right.
remembered!
Is your lap-
There you go.
What the fuck is going on?
Hand us the jack cable. I found it.
I'll give up.
And now this is when I purposely play Harry Potter.
Yay! Harry Potter.
There you go. That's not me.
Fuck off!
Alright, wait. Alright, back it up, pause.
Okay,
Alright.
standing by.
Rewind.